sports fans, this one's wild. Have you been watching the Seattle Mariners in the playoffs this year? Well, guess what? If you haven't, they've been out there doing Howie Roseman things. They went something Howie Roseman's doing for years, building a winner with almost no homegrown players. They made like 190 trades in the past 10 years. Only two guys on this roster have come up through their own system, and yet they're making record-setting trades and still winning. So the question I have for everybody, is it the future of baseball? Or right now, is the winning ways just lucky? Are they ready to crash? I don't know. All I know is I'm Tony Cutillo. This is the Tony Cutillo Show, and I want to break down tonight, real quick, why the Mariners might be the Howie Roseman and the Philadelphia Eagles of Major League Baseball. Only two players are homegrown. You're watching in the American League Championship Series. You're watching right now Seattle Mariners, who have a ton of good and great talent, whether it be young, whether it be veteran. It's a great mix. They're balling. And the interesting is obviously they have the home run champion, Cal Riley, right? So you think about, Julio Rodriguez in center field. Listen, the thing is, they bought them all. They didn't buy Julio, obviously, but they bought them all, or they traded for them all. It's crazy. None of them are homegrown except for two. Only two guys on this roster, too. It's a fascinating story to me. It's fascinating because I know here in Philadelphia, me personally, I'm like, trade everybody. And I know there's a lot of teams around Major League Baseball that want to keep their prospects, that want to keep them close. I know you have out there in San Diego, they let everybody go too, right? So I'm curious. I'm going to play a clip for you. It's more like a segment. It's about a 3.5-minute segment. And it's Brian Kinney of MLB Network. He brought this up. This is what came to me as a topic. And I was like, I gotta think what the audience feels like, right? I want to hear what everybody thinks of, whether you're in Pittsburgh, whether you're in Seattle, whether you're in New York, whether you're in Minnesota, whether you're in Philly. What way do you think is the winning way? Is it just buy everybody, do it the Seattle way? Are you willing to build this over 8 to 10 years, just buying everybody and making these trades? Or do you want to just continue to grow those draft picks in that farm system? Or is it a mix? I'm curious, but I want to play for you this story. I want you to listen closely. Let's react. I'll be on the side. I'll follow along, do a little commentary, obviously, but I want to have a little fun with this. I'm not going to keep this long, but I want you to really listen about what Brian Kinney says about the points of emphasis and especially who they traded for who and how they came out on the right side of the deal. I think that's very important as well. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to throw this up. I'm going to play this video. Like I said, I think it's really good. Here we go.
The Mariners come off a 15-inning marathon Friday night, took out the Tigers, came back last night to take a 1-0 lead on Toronto in the American League Championship Series. Now, Seattle has the superstar catcher. They have a good rotation, but they have been wheeling and dealing for years to put this club together. Let's do a little digging in on Seattle.
Watch this.
Jerry Dipoto has been the lead executive for the Mariners for 10 seasons now in Seattle. He has a reputation for making deals, right? 8 years, he's made 190 trades, the most for any team in that span. That's a busy guy. Now, here's the starting lineup for the Mariners last night. Only 2 of the 9 are homegrown. Right now, the 2...
Let's stop it right there for a second, right? Look at this. So, number one, he said 190 trades. 190 trades. Look at Randy Arozarena, right? 2024 trade with Tampa Bay. Cal Riley, homegrown, right? I think him and what is it? Rodriguez are the only ones that are kind of homegrown, I think, right? Or well, actually, was an amateur free. So yeah, I guess maybe I don't know. We're gonna find it out. But look at the trades: 2024 Polanco, Josh Naylor, Suarez, right? Both of those guys this year, right? Canzoni, 2023. They got Victor Robles. We know him in Washington, right? J.P. Crawford, Philadelphia, Philly. It's crazy, man. All right, let's listen to this. It's going to be amazing.
Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, those are big guys. Breakout year for the catcher. Rodriguez, one of the top center fielders in the game. But the other 7, from J.P. Crawford, the shortstop, where is he? Way down there. 99. Eugenio Suarez, Josh Naylor, all coming from mixing and matching. They made major trades for major league talent. This is what they do. Let's start out on Friday night. Closing out the game, starter Luis Castillo. He came over in the big-time trade deadline deal in 2022 then was signed to a 5-year, $108 million contract extension. Seemed like a lot of money at the time. You have to give to get, right? The Mariners sent 4 players, including Noelvi Marte, a top prospect who's yet to make a significant impact and is still only 23. Flash forward to Sunday night, game 1 of the ALCS in Toronto. The Mariners get big-time performances out of Jorge Polanco and Randy Arozarena. Polanco drove in the go-ahead run in the 6th and the insurance run in the 8th. Did it from both sides of the plate. Arozarena, meantime, excellent all-round game. Walked and scored a run, stole 2 bases, also made an outstanding catch in left field in the 7th inning. These are important players, there's that catch, who have a real impact on the Mariners this year. Arozarena, now seen as a complimentary player, not the superstar initially thought, had a nice 4-win season this year at an OPS plus of 119.
Who is talking?
That's a 4-win season, 1.9 WAR.
Nobody.
Played 160 games. Polanco played 138 games. He's mostly a DH now, but he had 34 starts at second base. He can play different spots. And look what they cost Jerry Dipoto. And Anthony DeSclafani is in there, right? These other guys,
about it.
Not much of anything. No disrespect.
Nothing.
But 2 regulars, 2 mainstays. The Mariners flat out won these deals. But wait, there's more. Andres Munoz, who worked 1 1/3 on Friday and closed out game 1 last night. He was acquired way back in 2020. Mega deal with the Padres. Dipoto gave up 3 players, the biggest of which was catcher Austin Nola, who's no longer in the game.
Austin Nola
has been an elite arm for the Mariners for the past 4 years. And let's cap it off with one of their foundation players. I've already mentioned him once. J.P. Crawford has been a rock for the Mariners this year and every year. He had a 111 OPS plus this season, plays a solid shortstop, and played 157 games this year at shortstop. Dipoto traded for him way back in 2018 when Crawford was a 23-year-old fighting for playing time on the Phillies. He gave up 3 players, most notably shortstop Gene Segura, who's already out of baseball, and he also got Carlos Santana in that deal.
Ouch.
No GM wins every trade that he makes, but Dipoto is winning a lot of these deals. And it's interesting, as I look through this, Dipoto also trades for guys he really likes because he trades for them and then extends them in their contracts. That's why Crawford and Castillo are still there all these years later. So here's where the Mariners' production comes from this year. We'll look at WAR, right? A little rough look at it. In the draft and amateur drafting and signing, WAR of 20, wins above replacement. They draft for pitching. That's where they get their starting rotation.
Look at that.
Mostly from the draft. It's a specific MO. From the free agent market, essentially nothing. They don't hit the market and buy big. 20 WAR from trades. So 20 from the draft and amateur scouting, 20 from trades. Again, it's a method of operation for the front office. Draft for the starting pitching, trade for most everything else. And yeah, they got Cal Raleigh. This year is the breakthrough for that philosophy.
Interesting. Look at that. I mean, does that not say to you, wow, why can't my team do that? That's pretty amazing. Why are we not talking about Jerry Dipoto? Why are we not talking about Jerry Dipoto enough? Like in the NFL, we're always talking about Howie Roseman. Like, why are we not talking about Jerry Dipoto enough? It's amazing what this guy's been able to do. You know why? Because this is the first year that's paying off, technically, right? Like, yeah, Seattle's had winning seasons, but you look at that and everybody goes, oh, well, look, it's finally paying off. I get it. I understand that, but they've been competitive, right? They've been competitive. So it's just an interesting formula. You saw that. When I say buying everybody, I mean trading too. Like, to me, when you're buying players to me when you're making a trade, right? You're buying because you're giving up and you're getting back, right? To me, obviously you're trying to buy that player from another team. But it's just crazy that they have that insane ratio and formula right now. So looking at it, let's see. We don't know what's going to happen this year, but they're in a pretty good position. I'll be honest with you, they're in a pretty good position. So we'll see what happens with them. But I want to hear from you because I look at this and I'm like, you know what? In Philadelphia, for me personally, it's not working. I'm ready to flip the script. So I'm ready to call Jerry Dipoto up and be like, yo, can you come out here and talk to Dave Dombrowski? Can you do that? Can we get you here as a consultant or something, man? Like something, because I would love for you to do that here in Philadelphia. So I want to hear out for you. Drop in the comments wherever you're from. Do you like this methodology? Did you know about this methodology? Did you know they made 190 trades in 10 years since Jerry Caputo has been in office? Did you realize that they have that formula? And if you did, or even if you didn't, would you want that for your team? Tony Cutillo Show. Like, subscribe. As always, we'll get back to you next time.